So that's the cover of the Wellness Practice Journal. This is not a journal for journaling in the classic sense of it. In other words, it's not a place to write down paragraphs about how you're feeling today. It's a place to remind yourself to write down some of the practices, not all of them, just three. The three of them that are in here. One of them is the gratitude practice. One of them is the setting a daily intention. And the third one is setting a weekly couple of fun goals for yourself, things you want to do. What I'd like to do is just review with you what the intention practice is, the setting a daily intention. In the morning when you wake up, you pick one of your values that you feel like practicing. That's it. You don't need to do anything else with it. You don't need. If something happens and I feel a little tiny bit stressed, something's triggering me, making me feel a little bit like, then all I'm supposed to do, and I'm not doing this out loud, I'm doing it silently, all I do is remember my word. So that's the values thing. And in the little journal, there's just a place to write down, oh, that's whatever my word was for the day, I can write it down there to remind myself. And then at the end of the day, the job that you have is real simple. It's just to think back, oh, did I have any chance today when I might have practiced my word? Second one is gratitude practice. It's one way of doing it that's been found to work, is that you go through your day, and during your day, just have your day like normal. And at the end of your day, you think back about what you did today and see if there's anything you're grateful for. There's some rules. This is a game, right? The game has certain rules. When you come up with your three things, they need to be today, not what happened last week. Today, something very specific. They can be large or small. The third rule, if you can, you say it works better if you write it down. Not a paragraph talking about one or two words. The gratitude journal has a place where you can write down your three gratitudes for the day. So gratitude practice, I think, is fascinating, simple and fascinating, and we can do it or not. But I would suggest, if it even remotely interests you, try it for 2 weeks and just see what you think. So the third thing in the wellness journal, wellness practice journal, is a practice of setting weekly goals. I'd like you to write down the following 4 categories: physical, social, mental, spiritual.
So the rules are this. I want you to think of some activity that you can do in each one of the 4 categories sometime in the next 7 days. So it needs to be realistic, something I actually can do in the next 7 days. It needs to be something you enjoy. And the third rule is it needs to be absolutely specific. Also, the categories can overlap. It's okay if you say, I want to take a walk on Thursday at 2:30 with my friend Debbie, and we're going to walk up the hill for an hour and come back. It's a twofer, right? I get to fill in the blank for my social and physical for the same thing. I'm taking a walk with a friend. The way the practice works is this. You've written your 4 things down, and the idea is that during the next 7 days, you actually do these things, and you write them in your calendar just as you would, and you write a doctor's appointment. Oh, 3:00 on Thursday, that's what I'm doing. Write them in there, and then do them when the time comes. Right? And then at the end of the week, you reflect back. How did it go? Were those things, number one, that I even wanted to do? Did I like doing them? Was I able to do them? And then what about for the week ahead? Do I want to just leave the same things in there? I'll do them again next week. Or do I want to change things? Change it up. Try out something else. So physical can be anything physical. Social, at a time when you may feel like you've got no time, are you connecting with anyone? It's a way to remind yourself to do that. The third one, mental, it's something mental that's fun for you. It could be playing a word game. Spiritual, same. It could be, for some people, it will be a very specific religious traditional practice. For another person, it's going to be walking on the beach. You don't have to do all 4 categories, but it's cool if you can. But do the ones that matter for you.
It's for you to play with. Again, doesn't have to go in the journal. You just use the wellness practice journal if you feel like it for fun.